Hey Glam Doll, so today I'm going to show you how I sew in my hair as well as all the products that I use to cut and style, and I'm going to show you my finished look. I'm going to start off by showing you my braid pattern, and when I'm braiding my own hair I really don't care how the braids look as long as they lay flat. This is my leave out. I only leave out a little bit of hair at the top and on the sides, and that's to give my hair more of a natural look, as well as if I want to pull my hair in a ponytail, I'm able to do so. One of my favorite products to use with my sew-ins is the Do Grow Anti-Itch Serum. It's really light and is really good for the in between my braids. It helps for tightness and it also helps to soothe my scalp while I have my sewing in. Now these are weaving caps. When I'm using these on my clients, I like to use the entire net, but when I'm doing them on myself, I like to use the weaving cap. It's just easier for me and it already conforms to my head shape, so I can just tuck my braid in and then I can just go ahead and put my weaving cap on. And what I like to do is I like to tuck my braid in the back, and then I just go ahead and I apply my weaving cap on. And as you can see, it fits perfectly. Now all of this excess cap that I have on the back and on the sides, all of that is going to be cut off. Now I'm going to take a needle and thread and I'm going to sew down the weaving net around the perimeter of my hair. So this braid right here, I'm just going to sew around the entire perimeter of my hair, and then all of the excess cap is going to be removed. So I'm going to be using hair from my boutique, glam4glamboutique.com, and I'm going to be using Brazilian body weave in the 18 inches. Now as you can see, I kind of fast forwarded in this video just to save us some time. I did sew my hair in my normal way. I also like to lay my tracks going forward. If you want to see a detailed video on how I lay my tracks, I'll leave a link in the description box. That is how I do the Ming Lee inspired pronto. I laid my tracks the same exact way, and as you can see, the tracks lay forward, they're flat, and also if I was to lift the hair up, it still looks very natural. So now we're going to lay my last and final track. As you can see, I still do have some weaving net. All of that net is going to be removed, but I don't like to cut my excess net off until I lay my last track. The reason I leave the net on is so that I have something for my last track to be sewn to. I don't like to sew it onto the top of my braids because I think it creates a lot of tension and it can also cause hair loss. As you can see, I already pre-cut my extension and it lays perfectly. So I'm just going to use this clip to get the hair out of my way, and I'm going to continue to sew. And as you can already see, my U shape is coming into form and my hair and the extensions are laying extremely flat. And that's another reason why I like to use that net. So off camera, I already applied all of my extensions, and again, I did cut off my excess net. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I pin curl my hair. You're going to need a comb. You're also going to need some clips. Now, if you don't have these clips on hand, you can use flexi rods, but I personally like to use the clips because it's easier for me, and when I'm getting dressed, sometimes putting my shirt over my head with the big flexi rods is a big of a hassle. So I just like to use the clips. Now, just for time's sake, I already did the back of my hair. I'm going to be using a Hot Tools curling iron in the 1.5 inch, and I'm going to show you how I curl my pin curls as well as how I apply the clips. So this is very important to set your hair while the hair is still warm so that the curl can actually set, just like a roller set. You never want to put rollers in your hair and take them immediately out. You want the rollers to cool off before you take them out. So on this first section, I'm actually going to curl this side of my hair going back because I do want to give it a little bit of movement and body. And I'm just going to curl it, and I'm going to let this sit for about, I would say, 30 seconds. And then I'm going to remove the curling iron and actually hold the curl in my hand before I pin it. Now, it did get a little tangled as I took the curling iron out, but you still do get the general idea. I'm going to just reform my curl while it's still warm, and then I'm going to take one of my clips and I'm going to pin it right in place. Now I'm going to move over to the other side, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. This time my curling iron won't get stuck, but I'm going to curl this just going under. And again, we're going to curl it, and we're going to make sure that while the curl is still warm, we're holding it, and then we're going to pin the curl in place using our clips, and then we're going to let everything sit and cool down. While you're pinning the curl, try not to disturb the actual curl pattern. On the other side of my head, I did kind of get it tangled, but try to keep that same curl shape and put your pins in, and then you're going to let it cool down. I'm going to do it for about 5 minutes. As you can see, I like to have a little fun while I'm doing my hair, so I'm going to do a little dance for you guys and vogue a little bit. Okay, so now that the dancing is done, we are going to remove our clips. Now, when I take my clips out, I don't like to do too much extra movement and shaking and all of that. I just like to let them gently fall because sometimes they might be a little warm depending on how much of a rush I'm in. Now again, if you don't have these clips, don't worry. Flexi rods will do the same exact thing, but again, the clips work better for me, and I love pin curls, so I'm going to be using the clips. Okay ladies, there you have it. This is my before and after sewing with my pin curl technique. As you can see, the hair is beautiful. It has a lot of body and movement. It's very, very soft to the touch, and I didn't use any products. So I just want to thank you guys for watching and subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe. And if you want to see more pictures of my hair and how it came out, you can go to my blog, which is glamforglam.com. And I thank you guys again for watching. So I will talk to you ladies soon.